Why did it be global the music group, nigga? The new wave of the future, nigga. Fuck who got next, nigga? We got now. You heard? Boss man in the building, nigga. The CEO, homie. The founder. Y'all know what it is, man. I ain't playing with you, man. I'm solidified, homie. Let's get it. I don't see not one of these fuck niggas smoke, no smoke, nigga. I ain't get no love, nigga. Nigga sold your nigga got locked up. Really, I don't give a motherfucker gon' stop us. Crab ass wanna be alive, nigga, blood pressure high. I think we better call her. He's an imposter. I'ma hit drop. My levels way up like a damn helicopter. I just niggas wide bar. That was Sundays, nigga. Who got a dead beef off. I'm a deep in the night, nigga, coming like a rock, running circles round, nigga. Nah, nigga, just nigga plate on full. Niggas round here star. Gotta fuck with the boss, nigga. Got no other option. You don't wanna get it hard, bitch, nigga. I drop. I write it on the story, tell a nigga like a knob. They don't want no problem. Coming straight from the bottom. Do a nigga like can't hit his ass with a bar. Lead nuts on his head. Like a nigga knock. Now it's still a hair ring. Looking like Dennis Rodman. I don't wanna hear shit from a nigga that's gone. Nah, he a retard. Come on, man, stop. When he was a kid, I think the nigga mama dropped. Dead on his head. Never touched him or rocked him. I'm off these niggas trying to get to the truth. And the truth that's fluently spoke in the booth. Niggas' whole life is a goddamn lie. Niggas don't know about the goddamn truth. But it ain't what it is. I'm a goddamn fool. Raised by an OG. He can knock a fool. Body did beef, but not a niggas. Niggas just ain't have enough damn juice.
Oh man, what it do, boss? It's your girl, Kira. You know, I think they've been sleeping on me. But guess what? I'm about to wake their ass the fuck up. Ooh, you niggas put the music like a tongue on the tip of his dick. Bitch, you ain't shit. Step your game up if you harder than this. Step your game up and I'ma kill all of that shit. Kira go hard in the bed. No party for the party. I'm the party when I walk through his leg. Got your main chick feeling hit. Walking to the bar just to hit, bruh, that she is. Gotta get my glass and go. Leave them chasing like the foes. But I'm all about my bag, ain't stay you niggas. I let them stroke my ego, but I'm humble with niggas. Shout out to my exes. Bet you learned your lesson. Oh, you hoes think you took my place. I still made a dick rise quicker than your legs. Any day, anyway, I'm a face. Yeah, I'm all about my business. Got a team with a dream, with a pocket full of cream. Ain't no money make us reckless. Hey, see, Kira be the new way. Got them jumping like New Jay. Got them booming like 2K. Got them bumping like that's my shit. Okay, ride through your city with the top down. No form, but I bet I turn heads round. Let them drive 95 with his head out. Got them gripping on the wheel, don't be scared now. Hey, I got big shit every day. I make moves in every way. Gotta let my haters know that I'm feeling myself. Better know my time coming in. Kira gon' step, yeah.
Why did it be go? Music group. Kira, the first lady.
Hey, Bottles. Let the pros know how I feel. Bring that back one more time for me.
I got you.
You niggas throw music like a tongue on the tip of the stick. Bitch, you ain't shit. They gon' be like, come again? Nigga throw music like a tongue on the tip of his dick. Bitch, you ain't shit. So gonna, Kira, I'm out.
This is Body to Be Global Music Group.
Let's get it!
Kira.
What's happening? Welcome to the livest goddamn podcast, East Side of Mississippi. No, I'm fucking with you. What's happening, peoples? Welcome to Let's Rap, man. What's good? Who's sipping Coronas? Let me see what we got in the building, man. We got a good show for y'all tonight, man. So, hey, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a goddamn friend to tune in to Let's Rap. We going digital tonight. You feel me? So y'all already know my goddamn moderators. We got my sis Kaymoney in the building. What's up, sis? What's good? You was in here early. That's what I like. Prompt, on time, dependable. That's what I'm talking about. Who else we got in the building? We got, of course, my cuz in the building, the legends in the building. What's up, cuz? Oh, looks like I see a newcomer. And correct me if I'm wrong. Let's say Kayla True and Sweet. Make sure you ain't tricking me into saying some crazy shit. But welcome to the podcast. I'm glad you're here. Who else we got in the building? The True Form. What's happening? I appreciate the love on that song too, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Welcome to Let's Rap. Weezy in the building. What's up, B1? The homie Chris Lewis is in the building. Hey, I'm glad you here. I'm glad you here. I got somebody for your ass. What's good, homie? And East 99 is where you find Uncle Charlie, baby. What's up, Uncle Charles? What's good, family? Hey, I appreciate you for being here. I got to make you a mod ASAP if you interested. Let me know. Let me know, man. I want to get you something too, man, for hanging out with me every week too, man. So, Kaymoney, again, my email. I need your address and the shirt size. I want to send you something, bro. Now, look here. With all this coronavirus mess, it might take a while for it to get there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you now because I placed an order for a couple of people and so did Ghost. And that should just say processing. So it's not us. And people they lacking workers because nobody want to go to work. Like me. I don't want to go to work. I'm trying to make this my job. You feel me? All right, I think I done caught up. Weezy say he got the Bush on deck. It's the only goddamn black man I know drink Bush. I'm bullshit. What's up, homie? So, man, y'all know what it is, man. I'm pretty sure y'all been all over YouTube, on Facebook, seeing a promo video for this week. Of course, y'all know, man, I told y'all we was going to have a special guest. And if I say it, then I goddamn mean it. You feel me? So, I ain't going to leave the homie holding no longer. This is my dog. This is a good friend of mine, man. One of the rawest in the Southeast area. Not just Georgia, not just Brunswick, not just Jessup. The whole Southeast. Man, this dude been putting in work just like me, man. So I want y'all to welcome my homie, my dog, Phanesse. What's up, homie?
Man, what's going on?
Come on in, slide in here, man. What's good, family? Coolin', man. Coolin'. Slide on in here, let the people see you, man. This is the homie Phanesse, man.
What's going on? Peace and blessings to everybody. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So this is the dude I've been telling y'all about, the guy who music I've been playing lately.
Best rapper you never heard of. If you don't know me.
I heard that. I heard that. And before we even get started, matter of fact, man, let's go ahead and go to your jam. Why don't you go ahead and tell the people about your jam?
Oh man, let's talk about it. Better Dayz, man, out right now on Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, and every other musical platform that you could think of. If you can, hit any one of those sites, download, stream it, run the numbers up because this is a numbers game. If you don't like it, I'll cash up you $20. We rock.
I don't like that shit, bro.
I stand behind my product.
Hey, that's how you gotta be today, man. You gotta be.
So I stand behind my product, man.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into that banger. This is called Better Dayz. Let's get it.
Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. No. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. No. Waking up to the same source. Still thankful to see another day. Smothered by these hard times. I'm just trying to find a way. Wish I could fly away. Mom's been in the same spot for 20 years. I'm trying to move into a better place. My son needs shoes. My daughter needs pants. Sending up prayers. I still need answers. Gotta pull my pants up. God, I know you're busy, but I would like to talk to you when you get the chance to. Working a 9 to 5, I'd rather sell dope. More money, more problems, I'd rather be broke. It's like you gotta pay for a better life. Yes, it's true. Everything comes with a price. fuck waiting. They say patience is the key to what's the key to patience. When they got a design for you not to make it, whatever opportunities come, you just gotta take it. What's the game plan? Need a new forecast, tired of the rain, man. Tired of the pain, man. Been losing my whole life when I'm a game, man. Sam Cooke's been dead for 50 years, we still waiting on that change, man. So what's the game plan? Need a new forecast, tired of the rain, man. Tired of the pain, man. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No. Look, Smith got killed, that broke my heart in two. Questioning God, like what the world coming to. Look over 8 million spits, I know they mama heard it. Lord knows she's the sweetest person. God, what's the purpose? I'm just trying to figure out, cause there's some things in the Bible that they lying about. Why we gotta struggle? Why we gotta hustle? What you gotta get us? Why we gotta suffer? Cops kill us in cold blood with no justice. And every chance the system get, they try to fuck us. Religion got us waiting on the rapture to experience heaven in the hereafter. While other races better thrive, we out here striving just to keep surviving. Racism real, no matter how they try to hide it. It's blatant in plain sight, so they can't disguise it. Kids being molested, poverty rate high, inner cities congested. Real criminals getting off without being contested. Fighting for equal rights, cool niggas still protesting. We need a plan of action, don't want the whole pot. I just want a small fraction. Prayer needs nothing if you ain't got the energy to back it. I ride through my city, see kids with no hope. If I can change one of their lives, that'd be so dope. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No.
That was the homie Phanesse with Better Days, man. Y'all make sure y'all go run them numbers up, man. It's on Spotify. I'm pretty sure Kaymoney done drop that link in there because she just that damn good. But so let's get to know the homie Phanesse, just in case y'all don't know him. Some of y'all might know him. Yeah. I don't know if anybody in here know him. This dude's worldwide.
Something like that. Trying to get there, you did.
So goddamn old shit. Tell the people, man, how long you been rapping, man? How long you been doing this shit, man?
Roughly, man, I think if I could remember correctly, I started actually recording music probably around the age of 11 or 12.
Damn.
I actually, believe it or not, I still have cassette tapes where I used to record over my mama's old gospel tapes. If you're that old, remember you had to put the tissue in the top of them and press record in order to record over the tape. So I actually still have cassette tapes when I was 11 or 12 rapping.
Jesus. Hey, you know what? My first song I did was on my mama answer machine, so I know what you're talking about. It was on that. Can't nobody hold me down. Oh no.
Matter of fact, the first song the first instrumental I ever rapped to was Bone Thugs and Harmony, For the Love of Money.
Oh man.
Remember how they used to put the single on one side of the tape and put the instrumental on the other side?
Yeah.
That was the first instrumental I ever rapped.
You tell them your age. You tell them your age.
I can't. Yeah. I look young, but yeah.
I always want to know this, and I don't know if they do, but how did you come up with the name Phanesse? Because we know what people do when they say you just got finesse. Right. Does that have anything to do with it?
Nah. I actually got that name from an old head in prison. When I was doing a stretch, I was incarcerated up in Petersburg, Virginia, and I played basketball. And I'd never been like the fastest athlete, no. You know what I'm saying? And I used to come in the gym and I would get off on guys. And there was a dude on the court. He was like, he was frustrated. He said, "Man, how do y'all keep letting this dude get off on y'all with these slow ass moves. You know what I'm saying? And the old head who was watching, Mr. Kenny. Mr. Kenny was from Newark, New Jersey. And he said, yo, he finessing y'all. and I thought about it, you know, at the time, believe it or not, because I had to be like 18 years old. At the time, I didn't know, we always used the term, but I didn't know what it actually meant. So I actually went back, looked up the word after they kept calling me that a few times. Because I come in the gym and they'd be like, oh, they go look finesse. They finna finesse y'all. And I looked it up and I was like, damn. And just my demeanor as a whole, as a person, just kind of fits the description of that word. So shout out to Mr. Kenny from Newark, New Jersey.
Shout out to Mr. Kenny, man.
Giving me that name. I just started implying it into like my music and everything else, like an actual moniker. So
okay. Before I go to my next question, I want to go with these comments. I like to catch up the comments before I lose track of them. You know what I'm saying? So, what up, Leslie? How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Uncle Charles, I appreciate you. I will be adding you on tonight as a mod, man. I appreciate that, homie. Of course, Kaymoney did drop the link in the chat, so y'all definitely go listen to Better Days, man. Hey, this dude dropped jewels, man. He ain't with that mumbling stuff.
That strip club Molly music. That's what we call it. That's that strip club Molly. It's a time and place for that, but you know, for the most part, man, we got to take back over control of our culture, man. Believe it or not, music shapes our culture. A lot of people don't believe the impact that hip hop music has on the Black community. So
most definitely, most definitely. Let's see what else we got. Who else we got in here? Leslie, what you drinking on? You know, I got my vodka. You know, I got my rosé. You know, a little some of this, a little some of that. The True Form. I appreciate you for subbing. Hey, Phanesse got a page as well, man. Hey, I fucks with him, so I know y'all gonna fucks with him. So go hit that subscribe button. I hope you fix that shit, man.
If not, I'm gonna fix it tonight. I promise.
Yeah, because you gonna hit subscribe, and then you gonna try to hit the bell. And that shit gonna say, it's gonna give you a message about goddamn 18-year-old and all that crazy shit. So he gonna get that fixed.
Yeah, I gotta get that fixed.
And he gonna turn on the comments to his video so y'all can leave comments too. Gotcha. He new to this, but we gonna get him right though. Yeah, True Form say, yeah, Othello, he makes some raw ass beats. I got a couple of beats from him too.
Othello is official, man.
Yeah, he is.
He's official.
Yeah.
If I ever blow like I want to blow, he's gonna be my personal producer. I swear.
Yeah, dude, sick with it. Yeah,
he's tough.
Let's see what else. Let's say what's up, Ness. I guess she done gave you a nickname.
You know how it is in the African American community.
Well, she's not African at all.
Oh, she's not.
Nah, but she got soul.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she definitely got soul in her. You know what I'm saying? I done had some in her.
Yes,
you know I'm fucking with you, Leslie. Goddamn, my homeboy Chris Lewis said, I remember them days. You sound like me. He talking about when you was talking about the tapes, cassette tapes and shit like that. Man. Yeah, B1, man, he'll rock a damn. Who said it? I rock my tape to my tape pop.
Yeah,
that was B1. That's my dog right there. Yeah. But that dude right there got music on CDs that we made back in probably when CDs first came out.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, he old school. Legend say For the Love of Money is a classic. Hell yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
Hell yeah. Let's see what else. Everybody's speaking to each other. Miss Pam, what's up, Miss Pam? Welcome. Miss Pam say we lost a single father and a YouTuber tonight at 4:27 p.m. due to coronavirus. Oh, he leaves behind a 22-year-old daughter and a 14-year-old son.
Condolences.
Wow. Condolences and rest in peace. I don't know who you're referring to. I don't know his name. Let me continue to look. Maybe you dropped it. I don't want to skip over Kaymoney comment. She stated, I like how Phanesse spells his name and I enjoy his music. Yeah,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, sweetie.
Pamela states, can we say a silent prayer, everybody on here, for a minute for the Long family. I'm with that. So with that being said, we're gonna take at least 30 seconds and have a moment of silence for the Long family who just had a death in their family. The father of a I think you said a 22-year-old and a 14-year-old. So give me 30 seconds, man. We want to have a moment of silence for the Long family. I appreciate that. Again, rest in peace. My condolences to the family. Dang, that we definitely gonna have to hit this subject hard tonight, bro.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna have to do that. But the True Forum did state some real shit. She said, hold on, man. I hate calling people she and he, and I don't know. I don't even want to say it. But anyway, he said the sad part is the ones that's pushing the real, when she's talking about music, don't hardly see the damn light. Why you think it's like that, man?
I think it's multiple reasons why that is. We have to actually look at the condition of the world. And most importantly, the average age of the listener of music. A lot of people don't understand that the average person that's listening to music, from the last statistics that I saw, are between the ages of 10 and 25. Now, you go back and think about it, when we were 10 and 25 years old, we didn't want to hear nothing positive. Although we had positive artists who was putting it in their music, I wasn't listening to Public Enemy when I was 25 years old.
I wasn't either. I mean, of course.
I mean, we heard of them,
yeah,
of course, but I wasn't listening to KRS-One. The most conscious rap I probably was listening to at 25 was probably Nas, Jay-Z, and they used to slip little jewels and things in their music. So a lot of these artists are catering to the people who are listening to music. That's what they want to listen to. I think the balance is off. The balance is definitely off, because through every era of music, there's always been garbage music.
Yeah, most definitely.
There's always been
chocolate.
Yeah, there's always been garbage music. There's always been party music, dance music. But through most eras, like the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s, it was a balance. Now the balance is tilted to where most of the music that you hear now is just party music, drug music, trap music, designer clothes, things of that nature. So we just got to tip the scales a little bit and get the balance back in hip hop. That's all it is.
Hey, I hope y'all listening, boy, because he just said some real shit. If you didn't catch it, play it when when we rewind.
Yeah.
That was he said something that really just caught my ear. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. In every generation, it was trash music. You know what I'm saying?
Generation.
And then you got to realize who are actually listening to the music. So if there's only age group of 10 to 25, you know what type of music they listen to.
Exactly.
And it's really not our music. And I say our music because me and him on that same page. We like to do real music. You know what I'm saying? So, but I ain't gonna preach. Let's see what else. Definitely a sad day. Definitely sad day. I did not know that, and that's no problem, Pam. It was an honor to show some respect to him, even though I don't know who we're talking about, Pam. But just get with me, because I want to know. I know you say the Long family. I'm not familiar with them. All right, so I think we caught up. So I'm gonna ask him a couple of more questions or whatnot, and then we're gonna jump into the topic of discussion for the night. So now you know I've been knowing you for a while, and you was putting out music very consistently. I want to say in 18, coming into 19 maybe. What made you take a break? It's a two-part question. What made you take that break, and then what made you decide to come back?
Well, more so, I took a break, more so because of the comment that we read earlier, just the direction that music was going in. Just didn't really want to be involved with it. I never stopped doing music. I just stopped putting it out. And part of that was, I wanted to find myself as an artist. What type of music do I really want to put out, and what type of music do I really want to make? Because as I stated earlier, I don't really think we know the full effect of or impact that we have on people's lives with music. I don't think we understand that. Artists, rappers can influence people in various ways. And I made up in my mind, I made a conscious decision in my mind, like if I'm gonna do music, I want my music to leave something behind. I want my music to be able to make you feel a certain way. I want my music to be, if I do a song today, I want it to be relevant 10 years from now, 20 years from now. A lot of the music that we're listening to today, it's not gonna be relevant in 3 years.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the little hiatus that I took, I just tried to get in the mind frame of people like, Tupac Shakur, Nas, Jay-Z, Rakim, all of the legends who they made timeless music. So I had to grow as an artist, figure it out, and I'm still figuring it out. I'm still putting the pieces to the puzzle together. And I just wanted to come back. The reason I came back, because a lot of people used to ask me, like, man, you done doing music? You through doing music? You gonna drop music?
Yeah, I think I was one of them.
Yeah. And like I said, it wasn't the fact that I stopped recording. It was just, I was trying to find my new direction as an artist, to be sure that what I'm putting out is authentic and that when people listen to it, they can take something away from it.
Pamela, excuse me, she asked, and I want to make sure I understand your question too, Pam. She said, so do you think battle rap was a better time? I guess you meant, was it better back then than it is now? I'm assuming that's what your question. I've never really been in battle rap.
As far as the URL battle rap or just street battle rap?
I'm pretty sure it got to be the one that the
URL.
Yeah.
I think it's a little bit better because they're actually getting paid for it now. But the thing, money doesn't always make everything better.
Go ahead.
And I think people need to understand that, because if you look at everything that money is involved in, 90% of the people that do it is because of the money. I don't care what job it is that you do. We go to work for the money. So I think battle rap back in the day was a little more about who has the best talent. Not saying that the guys aren't about their talent, but it's more so about what can I get out of this? What can I make out of it? As opposed to let me express my talent to the world. But it's definitely a bigger platform than it was back in the day. Guys are, I prefer guys battle rapping than gangbang and selling drugs. and so
Reach.
That's why I say I don't have an issue with the music that's being made. Those little guys, those young guys, at least they making a legit living. So as far as with the battle rap thing, I think it's came a long way. They're definitely better battle rappers now. Like Loaded Lux is my favorite battle rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hollow the Don is a close second. I think Hollow is the greatest battle rapper, but Lux is my favorite.
Weezy Wee, you hit us. My homeboy Chris Lewis. Matter of fact, he probably gonna join us live in a minute. I don't think I seen him send me because he supposed to bring me some poetry, but he into that battle rap as well. Yeah. And I think Arsenal, I want to say Arsenal was his dude. Arsenal? I know that's the Ghost. The Ghost, I know that's who he messed with. I can't remember who you said your favorite was. But I'm Loaded Lux, because with Loaded Lux, to me, and that's just my opinion,
you can take something. He takes it beyond battle rap. Hollow the Don takes it beyond battle rap. Every other battle rapper is gun bar this, kill you this, shoot you this. It's only so many ways you can say you're gonna shoot somebody. It's only so many ways you can say how big your gun is. It's like to me, I'm into authentic music. And the way that Lux and Hollow the Don and a few others,
Who's calling me, man?
how they put the authenticity into their battle raps as far as like real life, I can definitely relate to that. That's why they're two of my favorites.
Wow, I gotta ask. And after this question, I want to go to some music, man. Definitely want to go to some music. Why did you that face when I said Arsenal, man? You don't mess with Arsenal, dude. That's Mr. Disrespectful.
But like, and this is how you know how you combat that, like Lux told him. You know what I'm saying? But disrespect don't make you no dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? What are people getting at the end of the day? What are you getting from Arsenal other than some disrespectful stuff? Are you really? It's easy for me to. How challenging is it? Right? I just want you to think about this. How challenging is it to write something that somebody can relate to, as opposed to me saying, "Boss, I'll rip your eyes out and feed them to your dog." Like it don't take a lot to do that. Yeah. It don't take a lot of intellect to be disrespectful.
Now, I can't remember the artist who the guy was, who he was, but he broke down DNA. You ever seen that one? That was dope. That was really dope for me.
Was that I want to say that was a verb, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong.
AB1, I'm gonna bring you on. I'm gonna play a song, and I'm gonna bring you on as soon as the song's done. So sit tight, man. I ain't mean to cut you off, bro. But you can finish that train of thought. I don't want you to lose that.
No, I ain't gonna. I definitely, my brain like a computer, man. I download everything. So.
All right, so we're gonna get into some more music, man. So y'all sit tight. We're gonna jam a little bit, and then we got a little more with Phanesse. Got maybe one more question, and then we're going in. So y'all don't want to miss this conversation. And hey, the link, Kaymoney, make sure you drop that link one more time. It's in there. If I need to drop it again, I will. Once we start this discussion, if you want to definitely come on live and chat with Phanesse, because the dude, he got brains. So we're going to go ahead and get into this next jam.
Hey, you see the shirt, you know what I mean? Hold on, can they see that? What it says? It's called thinking. You know what I mean? You should try it for yourself sometime.
Hey, that's some asshole shit to say. We'll be right back with y'all, man. We're going to get us some music, man. And hey, sit tight, man, for real.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your head? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself?
Coming from the bottom, where they don't want it from. Don't be amazed, brother, nigga, I'm one of us. My skin color don't make a nigga gullible. I'm from the slums in the mud, they don't want to come. Just understand that they want to keep us under, but we come get the undercurrent open, we ain't coming up. They tell us anything, open that we dumb enough. Teachers ain't paid enough. Roots, they afraid of us. We should be elated with the black graduate instead of hating. We should throw a goddamn celebration, celebrate every black kid and say they wouldn't make it grab the same piece of paper shit and throw it in their faces. This is not about being racist, this is about making changes. This is about blacks in America. They consider straight, say we dangerous, but your people hanging us. You damn right we act out when you fuckers anger us. It never been a game of us. Picture that they made a been at war so long. Phanesse have been training us. See why y'all afraid of us. Just a route y'all been taking us. Fighting for our freedom, y'all fuckers ain't paying us. We can't kneel down, motherfucker, get down. Oh no, motherfucker don't like how that sound. So they send a motherfucker with a little bit of power and a whole bunch of guns trying to take niggas out. Y'all think a nigga sleep, don't you? Y'all think a nigga sleepwalking. We just hear a bunch of cheap talking. Motherfucker, just keep talking. You can catch me on the beach walking. Sand in my feet, nigga, see stalking. You took lives and we took losses. It's about time that you motherfucker see crosses. Don't be scared now, nigga. We pissed off, but we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, get him with the sword off. Nigga, we a throw off. Nigga, let's kill them all. Don't be scared now, nigga. We pissed off, but we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, get him with the sword off. Nigga, we a throw off. Nigga, let's kill them all. Nigga, let's kill them all. let's kill them all.
We have to go to the root. We have to go to the cause. Dealing with the condition itself is not enough. And it is because of our effort toward getting straight to the root that people oftentimes think we're dealing in head. We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights.
Boys.
Remember Trayvon? Remember Sandra? Philando? All this on camera. All black people getting mishandled, but we got a president made it in with a scam. Say you tune in, but I think you on the wrong channel. Damn, this is real life. Treat it like a fan. When the light gon' shine, I ain't talking about the can. Niggas killing over Jay. Nigga, God won't stand. Murder rate doesn't change. It increase more pain. Not a damn thing. Kill more, murder more slang. Treat a nigga like EA. It's all in the game. It's all about the name. That's a goddamn shame. Obama want to change, but they treat him like a lame. Why, man? Because of his goddamn race. They ain't like him anyway. Trump so bitch had a damn AK. Can't get his ass out the way. See his ass gotta pay. I get mad every day. But the white folks say they don't know Obama any day. You believe that shit? That shit sounds right. He just taking us where he in the goddamn way. He can grab on. He don't give a fuck what he say. But he the man. The man that's making us great. Y'all can't be away. If that's what y'all think this way, y'all dummies insane. Y'all think a nigga sleep, don't you? Y'all think a nigga sleepwalking. We hear a bunch of sheep talking. Motherfucker just keep talking. You can catch me on the beach walking. Standing in my feet, nigga see stalking. We took lives and we took loss. It's about time that you motherfuckers see crosses. Don't be scared now, nigga. We been stuff, but we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, get it with the salt off. Nigga, we a throw off. Nigga, let's kill them all. Don't be scared now, nigga. We been stuff, but we coming for your head now, nigga. I want it with the drawers off, get it with the salt off. Nigga, we a throw off. Nigga, let's kill them all. 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 I want it with the drawers off, hit him with the salt off. Nigga, we a throw off. Nigga, let's kill them all.
No enemy has ever been able to cause such damage to us as we inflict upon ourselves. The inexorable decay of our urban centers has flared into terrifying domestic conflict as the pursuit of foreign war absorbs our wealth and energy. Squalor and poverty scar our cities as our military might destroys cities in a far-off land to support oligarchy, to intervene in domestic conflict. The president who cherishes consensus for peace has intensified the war.
This is Zazzy and Ms Global Music Group.
That was C Crosses by yours truly, your boy Boss Man Blizzy. So we still rocking with the homie Phanesse. He's still in the building, man. Still in the building, man. I'm gonna ask him one more question. I'm definitely ready to get into this goddamn this topic. And then I'm gonna check out the comments. B1, if you still want to come on back on, man. We'll get to you before we jump into the topic. But I'm trying to decide which one of these on. Yeah, I'm gonna ask this question because I want to know myself. When can we expect the project from the homie Phanesse? I'm talking about a mixtape, an album, or something. You know, I've been waiting for a while.
Oh man, it's coming, man. I'm gonna say a full project. Honestly, and I got my dates. I'm trying to remember my dates.
I didn't mean to put you on spotlight.
I want to say September. It's gonna be sometime after the summer. It's gonna be sometime actual full project, but in between now and then, you definitely will be hearing a lot more from me. More consistent releases. I actually have a release, Sharon's Son, coming out April 9th on iTunes, Apple Music, Google Play, Amazon Music, Spotify.
What was her name again?
Sharon's Son.
Sharon's Son.
It would be real. Shout out to my mama, Miss Sharon. I love you.
Hey, she did a good job.
Yeah. It took a while.
I know you had some hiccups in life.
A lot of hiccups, some hiccups, some toe-ups, everything. But yeah, the next track that I'm coming out with, man, is gonna be real dope. I think that people are gonna really appreciate it. It's gonna give you a little insight as far as into my life and how I come to be the person that I am today. So
All right. Okay. So y'all keep your ears tuned because Sharon's son will be dropping April 9th.
I bet if you follow me on Facebook at Phanesse, Instagram at I am Phanesse, Twitter at I am Phanesse, YouTube at I am Phanesse, SoundCloud at Phanesse. I actually been promoting it, so it's a dope record. One of my favorite records off of the project actually.
There it is. Y'all make sure y'all go check that out. Let me catch up with these comments. And Weezy, like I said, if you want to join us before we get into this topic, which I know you probably gonna join us then anyway, let me know, bro. Matter of fact, I'm on your comment. He stated that the big part of that is radio stations want certain music, and he's going back to what we was discussing earlier about the music and why the real don't get played, and that's true because I don't know if you listen to Mo3, man.
Yeah.
They don't play that dude at all on the radio.
Yeah, but then at the same time, a lot of guys got to make radio friendly records.
That's true.
Though
that's Tank problem.
Yeah, like a lot of guys like you just can't make anything like what a lot of guys I think get misconstrued as far as with this music industry. There's a difference between the rap game and the music industry.
Right.
The music industry is a business. So that means the artist is an investment. So you have to make the type of music which is gonna garner me some type of return because I've invested in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Just because we all know dope rappers everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But it's gotta be radio friendly, it's gotta be something that the people can vibe to. But nowadays, if you really look at the way that the game is going, radio really isn't needed. Who listens to the radio?
I know I don't.
Unless you might catch it for a few minutes riding home in your car or something. But
I just paid Sirius XM. I just paid for that,
yeah.
And the reason why is because they have a lot of different radio stations that play my generation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
you can go to a particular station that is, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
But as far as like just the actual radio, it's kind of obsolete nowadays because you have so many different musical platforms where, like you said, a listener I can go get the music that I want to listen to.
Yep.
I don't have to listen to no commercials. I don't have to listen to Beyonce 8 different times to get to the song that I want to hear. I can go listen to the music that I want to hear directly. So,
them aux cords is a motherfucker too. And they make them in the inputs inside the cars now, so you can plug your phone up now. B1 stated that that's the reason why he left music alone too. I guess your response to what made you quit. So yeah, B1 can rap too, y'all. In case y'all didn't know that, he just he moved away, man. And but B1 he very talented when it comes to music, but he just lazy as fuck. Y'all said it.
Gotta have to work.
That's my dog. Well, we used to fuck with B1 hard. Like, come on, man, B1 do this song.
Right.
No, man, I'm good, dog. I don't hang around y'all niggas because y'all do music. That's my nigga though, man.
You definitely gotta have to work for this, man.
And then his response to I guess the battle rap question, I think that Miss Pam, I think it was Miss Pam, I could be wrong. He stated that it's great because it showcases skills. One thing about that though, if you really think about it, me and you talk about this a lot, B1, is a lot of the battle rappers can't make a hit song.
They can't make music.
Yeah, they can't. And because all it is really they have really good wordplay, you know what I'm saying? But what kills them is what you were talking about earlier, which is the gun bars. Like, I get tired of hearing that shit. Like, shit, I'm gonna take this and wet y'all up with a water hose. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, man. How many times you gonna shoot a nigga?
Yeah,
goddamn, man.
Exactly.
Hey, for real. But I mean, they are talented fellas though, man.
It's a form of self-programming though. It's no different than asking Future to write a conscious record. He's not programmed, you know what I'm saying, as an artist to write that. Battle rappers aren't programmed to write songs. Although they do write songs, it's just not songs that we would listen to.
Yeah.
Kayshawn actually makes some good music. Calico actually makes some good music outside of battle rap. So
most definitely. Definitely Kaymoney. Kaymoney states you gotta grind. work ethics is the key to success. Most definitely.
Work, you don't eat.
And B1, you said you disagree. I don't know what you disagree with, but I think you finna agree with this move I'm finna make. So, of course, y'all know I brought him on for several reasons. I want y'all to get to know Phanesse, have an opportunity to listen to his music on YouTube, which he is now officially on YouTube. So y'all definitely go subscribe to his channel. But if you don't follow him on Facebook, you miss a lot. This dude right here, he will make you say something to him, even when you don't want to. Because he's just, you remember I was talking to y'all a couple of podcasts ago, like, you have that friend that's so woke that you tell that motherfucker, go to sleep.
Yeah.
This dude right here is very intelligent, man. And most definitely, hold on. Before we go, he done joined us. So let me bring on the homie Weezy Wee. What's up, homie?
What it do, man?
What's good, man? What's good? My homie Weezy in the building, y'all.
Peace, King. How you?
Oh, okay. That's what's going on, my brother.
Yeah.
How you, beloved?
What I said I disagree about, man, is let's get back on the radio station topic.
Right.
A couple of topics y'all were talking about. The radio station topic, man, what I said I disagree on is that they can't fix up music. You know what I'm saying? They can bleep out cuss words. They can do everything. We old enough, all of us old enough, all three of us old enough to know that. They can do all of that stuff, man, but they just want some of that bullshit singing and hoopla bullshit out there. They don't want the music that I just heard from you. They don't want the music that Blake dropping. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean, King, by radio ready. Radio friendly music. You got to understand that radio is subscribing to a particular audience. So if your audience is from, let's just say, that's why you have old school radio stations, because they know their artists. Their audience. They know who they're subscribing out to. So you won't hear a rap record on the Sweat Hotel. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that any music, you're absolutely right. What you're talking about is editing. Any music can be edited to be played on the radio.
Yeah, but the heart, I hate to cut you off. That's actually, you know what I'm saying, slow jams, like you said, R&B old school music like Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey radio station ain't finna bump the hip hop that we pushing out like that for real, you know, unless it's real mainstream.
But I'm saying, why is his radio station set up like that? Because of the audience that he attracts. And now you're absolutely right. Any song, any record can be edited for the radio.
That's what I'm saying. It's by design, bro. Because I'm saying
it's most definitely by design. Music is used as a tool. And for anybody out there who don't believe that, it's most definitely used as a tool. But at the same time, like I said, with these new platforms, to me, and this is just my personal opinion, with all these new platforms, radio is really it's not quite there, but it's going to become obsolete in the near.
Right. You're exactly right.
Yeah, just like with record labels. Record labels are becoming obsolete because, like I said, a listener can go to a platform and hear the music that they want to hear without, like you said, without hearing a record like me and Blake make, or without hearing a Beyonce, or without, I can go type in Moneybag Yo and listen to Moneybag Yo 24/7.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And it's good because it's stopping the gatekeepers. And what I mean by gatekeepers is always somebody you gotta kiss ass and they give you some bullshit contract like they did Megan Thee Stallion type stuff. You know what I'm saying? But you got the what you guys doing right now that can put out that, you know what I'm saying? You can put your own stuff out and do like Yo Gotti did. You know what I'm saying? Yo Gotti ain't signed for nobody. That's why I respect Yo Gotti, because Yo Gotti got it from the muscle.
Well, he actually was signed to someone. He had to buy himself out of the contract. Hey, he's not actually signed to Rock Nation.
I don't mean to interrupt this conversation. I just want to let the author. No, I'm finna add you, but I'm gonna mute your mic, and then we gonna jump to you right after this conversation. So I'm putting you on, but your mic will be muted. All right, y'all can go ahead.
But you good, bro?
Actually, because I actually looked into it a little bit. That Megan Thee Stallion contract. He actually for an artist coming in for a new local underground art, she actually had a decent contract. She actually did. I think she may have underestimated herself, because when you first sign a contract when you're 17, 18, 19 years old, for instance, no different than what Baby probably did with Juvenile, BG, and all those guys. You don't know that you're gonna sell millions of records. Like, you can believe that, but you don't know that, and you have to go back to that contract that you signed. Future went through the same thing with Rocco. He signed the contract with him when he was like 18, 19. Now here it is. I'm in my late 20s and I'm selling all these records and making all this money, and this guy can come and recoup off of the old contract. But I looked at some of the details. She really didn't sign a bad contract. It was actually like the standard contract.
That contract was bad. But like you said, to piggyback what you're saying, I'm just adding out of your brain. You right with what you're saying, but you're wrong about that's not a bad contract. That contract was horrible. If she did a show, they get 60% of her money off of doing the show, bro. That's a horrible contract. But then again, to piggyback off of what you said, they didn't expect, basically what you're telling me is they didn't expect for her to blow up like that. And then they gave her a $10,000 signing bonus. You know what I'm saying? You know, that can happen for any street record label. But dude, that's Jay Prince record label you messing with, that they'll put out Scarface and all of that. They know talent when they see it, bro.
But this is
that man. I'm talking about that.
But at the end of the day, King, what I'm saying is this, right? Who can do something to you that you don't allow them to do?
Hey, when you're young and thirsty like that, there, bro, you just trying to.
Yeah. Both of them, who my manager was, right? Come on.
So
and the mom is now dead.
So I mean, it's a lot of different variables in that Megan Thee Stallion situation. As far as with the 60% thing, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, you got a lot of people can have 360 deals. I'm gonna really be honest with you. Just a lot of artists, of course, many artists
situations, but
a lot of artists got bad deals. They ain't gonna come out and tell you that.
When they do shows, their money goes in their pocket. They've been going like that for years. A lot of people got slave contracts, but if you got book shows and everything else, the money goes in their pocket. The only person that get paid is the manager that booked the shows, not the record company itself. So a lot of people got these contracts.
You know why they structure the contracts like that, King, is because who's buying CDs? Like the record label, once again, like I said earlier, you are an investment. Okay?
Yeah, you're right on.
Don't think for 1 second that we're doing this as a favor. So these 360 deals that they construct now is for the record label to recoup the money that they're investing in you. Now, if you're a fool, you have to be the fool to sign it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, because they're not making you sign anything. Like you said, with all these platforms earlier, I wouldn't sign a deal unless it's something that's just life changing.
Hey, I'll check this out. Now I see how that chick off First Take feel when Stephen A. and Max going at it. She's like, God damn it, hold on, nigga. Hey, Weezy, I got a call on here, man. Hey. I know you're gonna be back on here.
We can exchange numbers though and build, okay? I like your energy though. I like your energy, fam.
Hey, let me get to the next person, Weezy. I definitely want you to come back with this conversation we finna get in, but I want to bring on YJ, the author, man. So I'm finna mute your mic, Weezy. All right, bro.
Hello?
Well, what's good? What's good? What's good?
Nothing much, man. What's good with you, man? Salute to you. For sure. Salute to Kaymoney, man. Because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't even know nothing about y'all or what y'all doing over here. You know, she a real supporter, man. I just had to put out there first and foremost. You know,
definitely, man. I love Kaymoney, man.
Yeah, but y'all, I hear y'all touching on the and I do music myself on my channel and shit. I've been for a long time, man.
We'll be subscribing.
Since the youngest. You said what?
I said I will be subscribing.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, y'all talking about this this whole record deal situation, man, and it's like the thing is in the climate, like with the whole music industry and record labels, the whole thing is from what I see, the record labels, they want you to have. It's not so much an A&R. It's like almost like the A&R has been cut out because of the social media era that we live in. So now it's like damn near you gotta have, before you even touch the label, they want you to have a following already. That's why I see it's like why the fuck sign a contract if you gotta have a following already and say you got that following, what's the use of signing the contract if you already got the following? It's almost like the record label is almost getting cut out because people having direct fan bases that interact directly with them. There's no need for that in between, that buffer zone between going through an A&R and going through the label and all this. If you got 250,000 followers on Instagram, it's like shit, just start doing shows. Like, well, I don't understand it, man. Indie seemed like the way to go.
It most definitely
if you got that following.
My fault, go ahead.
No, go ahead, you got it.
I most definitely feel you on that because like you put in a lot of work to promote yourself. I do it all the time. And as you develop a following, you're like, why would I sign with you and give you a part of my money? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people do it because I guess they want a broader or a bigger fan base. But of course, that's going to cost you. So it's really up to the artist. And with Megan Thee Stallion, I'll be honest with you, I don't know if she was signed already by the time she got this big. Okay, I never heard of Megan Thee Stallion, and I guess until she really signed this deal. Did you?
Right. I mean, I think she was a stripper or something. I don't know. That's I don't know her whole situation. I thought she was a stripper or some shit before this shit. I don't know.
She actually signed the deal before she started like bubbling. And I guess when you start bubbling, it's no different than the TLC situation.
Oh man!
Remember when they were at the Grammy, and she was like, "This is how you can sell so many records and go broke."
Right?
Because they don't like as an artist, it's not up to the record label to believe in you. It's up to you to believe in you.
That's right.
At the end of the day, a lot of these local people or underground artists, you sign these deals. It's like hanging bait in front of you. As my man right here just said, you done built up your following, you done built up your audience and this, that, and the third. All the record label is doing is cutting into what you built.
Definitely.
But at the same time, it is some perks to being on a record label because at the same time, you may be a local artist and you may just be hot in this particular region. This record label could get your record out to California, out to Texas, out to New York. So it's perks to it at the same time. It's always ups and it's always pros and cons to everything that you do. You know what I mean? It's not as easy as booking shows as a lot of people think it is. You can have the biggest buzz in the world or whatever, but how can a person get in contact with you? How can a person, let's just say, and I understand we have internet with, emails, phone numbers, and things of that nature. I can only imagine that the record label also helps with that particular area of an artist's career. So I mean, it's just like anything. Nobody does nothing for free. So the record label want to recoup everything that they invested in. So I understand it. As I stated earlier, if you're signing a record deal, if it's not anything that's like life changing, like 50 million up front or something like that, or like even 5 million, $1 million. You got to realize if you're a broke artist and you've been grinding forever, and a record label come in and say, "Hey, boss, we got this record deal for you. Don't worry about the particulars. We're finna give you this $500,000 up front."
And you never seen that.
And
type
you
of
never
money
seen
before.
that type of money. Of course, you're gonna jump on it.
Oh yeah,
talk about something similar.
Exactly.
So a lot of these artists, if you think about it, who signed a record deal other than young artists? People who haven't seen that type of attention, that type of money, things like that. And then later on down the line, you selling millions of records and you trapped in this contract that you signed when you were 17, 18, 19 years old. I mean, that's why it's very imperative to have somebody around you, a lawyer, a mother, somebody that you can confide in, to trust and give you the proper knowledge and information to make sure that you're making the right decision.
And that's the thing. It's like people don't understand that shit. I mean, all right, say you out here making music, and say you got a full-time job along with that. All right, so now promotion, people don't understand promotion. That's a full-time job in itself.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So that's what it's like, and people look at me crazy when I say this, but man, to be honest, I make music, man. For me, I make music. It's like therapy. If I don't never make $1 off it, I'm good. Okay, I want to, but I understand the climate that we in. I understand this is the clout era. If you don't, it's like damn near you gotta come out here and do crazy shit and get on work, start doing some dumb shit like Boom Gang or some shit just to even get your foot in the door type shit. And that's what I think is fueling motherfuckers to come out here and just do stupid shit.
You're right. You're right, bro. You're definitely right about that.
Fame is a hell of a drug, man. You know what I mean? We talk about eating cocaine and all that. Fame is a hell of a drug, man. It's a hell of a drug. And just to touch on something you said, like you said, if you have a full-time job and you do music, so if a record label was to come to you now and say, "Hey, you know what I'm saying, YJ, got this $1 million for you. You can do music full-time, quit your job and everything." The contract may be a shitty contract, but you looking at that $1 million and the fact that I don't have to go and punch the clock every day. I can do music all day, every day. You know what I mean? So a lot of young artists get clicked like that.
Yeah,
they say it's an echo.
We're getting some feedback. I don't know where is it coming from. I definitely apologize. It normally doesn't do this, but we are getting feedback. I hear it too, Pam. I appreciate that too.
It's a hot show, man. What do you mean?
Hey, man. Hey, YJ, I appreciate you for joining us, bro. I want to go ahead and jump on this topic, man, because we already at 10 o'clock. You know, I try to keep it to an hour and a half, but we might run over. But you definitely welcome to participate in this conversation we're about to have, because I definitely think y'all are going to want to holler at Phanesse when he talk.
You said turn my second device down. Shit, I'm on headphones. So
it
I don't
might
know.
be.
I'm not playing it through the YouTube. I'm just listening on StreamYard on headphones.
Oh, I'm not sure why. I haven't got this type of feedback. But we're going to go ahead and jump into this topic, man. I appreciate you for stopping through. You're welcome to come back when we start this topic, man.
That's what's up, man. I salute to y'all, man. Peace out.
Appreciate you, bro.
Peace, King.
Appreciate the homie Weezy Wee and YJ the author, man. Hey, I'm definitely going to come check you out, man, on your, damn this book. I'm going to come check you out on your YouTube channel, bro, and listen to you, man. Definitely check out the homie Phanesse, man. I think you'll love his music. And stay motivated, man. Stay focused, man. I love what you said when you said it doesn't matter if I make $1 because you do it out of the love. And that's what got to start. Because if you don't have a love for the music, then you really ain't doing music. You just, it's a hobby. And I love music. I do that shit every day. But we're going to go ahead and jump into the theories. The theory, let me add that up here real quick. The theories of coronavirus. And I if you leave in comments, I'm going to get to them as soon as I can. But, hey, we have a lot of participation, a lot of questions, and I love it. But we're going to go ahead and jump into what's going on today, and of course, y'all know we touch on the coronavirus damn near every damn week because that's what's going on, and it's really important for us to stay woke. And we have the wokest person in America right now. So I wrote down a few theories, and definitely, if you do want to come in and chat or debate with him, we got to keep it to a point where somebody else can jump in when they do. All right, but we're gonna start with the most talked about theory, and some people say, Blake, that ain't no theory, that's real. But G5.
5G.
G5, whatever you want to goddamn call it.
Is it
5G?
Yeah, it's 5G.
Why the hell everywhere I see that shit say G5? Okay, 5G, okay. And I should have known that because it's just like, you know, the 4G and 3G and all that shit. Anyway, so what do you think? Now, of course, we know that is a very dangerous situation with this because of the rays, and it definitely causes cancer. It can burn you, but a lot of people saying it has something to do with corona. You tell me what you think about the 5G and the coronavirus, man. How they go hand in hand, or do they?
And I know you asked me this because you know I stay reading and I stay researching and stuff like that. First, I just want to state for anybody who's listening and who's gonna listen later on, all of these are just theories. And in the grand scheme of things, we'll never know the truth. We'll never know the truth. Like even if the theory is head on and full of facts, we'll never fully know the truth behind what's actually really going on as far as with this coronavirus and things like that. From the research and the reading that I've done as far as pertaining to 5G and the coronavirus, I have came across that radiation poisoning has the same similar symptoms of the quote unquote coronavirus.
Right.
And now if you want to tally that in and connect the dots, these 5G towers that they've installed in certain places, they do emit a certain amount of radiation. So however a person want to take it from there, I'm not saying that, because I don't personally know anyone with the coronavirus. The young lady came on earlier and said she knows somebody that passed away from it. But for the most part, if it's not really hard to connect dots, and this is just my way of thinking. I don't call it being woke. I just call it being able to put certain elements together. If somebody raises a 5G tower in a particular area, and the people in that particular area start showing certain symptoms that's similar to a quote unquote virus, then you do the math. All right, you do the math. I think a lot of the hysteria and the fear, because fear is the number one control mechanism in the world, in case people don't know that, is coming from misinformation. Okay. A lot of people, it could be some people who have the coronavirus, but it could be others who have radiation poisoning, because they are different. They're not the same.
Yeah, they have similar effects. You know what I'm saying? So,
but whatever the grand scheme is by the powers that be, they're gonna ride this corona wave virus out. You can believe that. So, even if it is radiation poison, they're gonna tell you it's what coronavirus to ride out the wave. So, I mean, as I stated, we'll never fully know the truth, but I know radiation poison has the same symptoms,
which is crazy as hell.
So, I mean, it's too close to home.
Yeah. And
the towers emit radiation at astronomical rates. So
that brings me to my next question, our next theory. Is it man-made?
Most definitely. What virus, and this is just my belief. I'm not trying to, sway anybody's beliefs. But I'm pretty sure we all believe in God to a certain degree. What virus you know that God made?
Not one.
And just just simple, just simple logic. If you do a little researching about viruses, you have to have two things in order to create a virus. That's DNA and that's RNA.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely, I read that.
How can you? It's somebody manipulating these elements because you have to think about it. The coronavirus, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't like putting misinformation out there, has a patent on it. So if it has a patent on it, that means what?
I'm glad you brought that up, man. I am so glad you brought that up. And Kaymoney know why. I don't think they'll be able to see this. This is a patent right here, bro. Now, do you know who owned, what is it, Herbright Institute? God, I don't want to say this guy. I bet they're going to try to kill me. I actually was on this website and this PDF file popped up. That says coronavirus, right? What does that date say? Find that date. There we go. So
it is.
So
it's not a crime. Listen. Before you get into what you listen, ladies and gentlemen, and particularly to my African American community, not excluding anyone. It's not a crime to read. It's not a crime to read. It's not a crime to research. Stop taking information on face value, please. Please, as the Bible says, people perish because of the lack of what? Knowledge. Please educate yourself. It's not illegal to read. I know we couldn't read in slavery times. It's legal now. You can read and research. Please do that. The more you know, the better off you are, man.
But since we live and you can't do your research now, but Herbright Institute was created by Bill Gates, and Bill Gates actually was on CNN about a week ago, really breaking down how to defeat the coronavirus. And so he patented the name in 2016.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. People, at the end of the day, you just at some point, I ain't gonna say common sense because they actually did away with the term common sense. I'm gonna say better judgment and logic. You have to use your logic, okay? And the coronavirus has been around, but this thing that they said that's going around now is a different strand. It's a new strand.
Right.
How did the new strand come about?
Because somebody created it. They added some extra to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's no different than the marijuana that's being used now. Listen, there's no different types of marijuana. You have marijuana, you have weed. This stuff that they call gas, loud, is being created. All right, it's no different than these viruses. If any of my people who like to read, you can read about the Tuskegee experiments where they created the syphilis disease, things like that. You can look up the AIDS virus. The AIDS virus has a patent on it with a guy who has owned up to creating the AIDS virus. So all it takes is a little bit of reading and researching. People just stop taking so much information on face value.
Weezy, I seen you. You came in, but you disappeared. Come on back, holler at us. Hey, listen up, people. Let me go to these comments real quick, because I don't want to leave. I know I done missed a lot of them, but we definitely want to catch some of them. Legend states, oh yeah, they was answering the question, Bill Gates.
Yeah.
But Legend said, I'll say it, fuck it. But Legend states, why you think he retired and went into hiding? A man that makes billions, almost trillions a year wouldn't give up that type of money if he knew something major or drastic was going to happen. Make you wonder.
Make you wonder, man.
Ms. Pam say doctors created a new strand and Bill Gates and Belinda in Bill Gates and Belinda Gates laboratory. I heard it was in and I could be wrong. I heard it was in John Hopkins. That's what I heard from a doctor. I think B1 has just joined us back, so let's welcome the homie back. I'm pretty sure he got something to say. What up, homie?
What
Yeah, what's going on?
Cool,
But next, right about that when it comes to the diseases, it's all by design, man. Because like I said in the last podcast, if you notice, every other disease that comes out, it always comes from Africa. And I'll repeat this again, just in case a lot of people on this channel didn't realize what I was saying last week. Ebola was named after a river from Africa. Western Nile virus was named from a little tribe from Africa, right? Follow me on this. Now, a lot of people was kind of angry about what Trump said about the Chinese virus and everything else, but he's just a regular street guy with no common sense. But that's a whole nother topic. But it is all done by design. To me personally, you got somebody out there that's putting that shit out, and they're trying to quote the Bible and trying to play God, man. Because you have the corona came out. Now y'all were talking stuff about the little energy thing, COVID-5, what y'all called it again?
The 5G.
5G. Okay, you got 5G out. That's 2. Okay, what's the other one that I told you was the one they said that came from rodents?
Handsome. Whatever it's called.
The hantavirus. It's funny that all 3 of these so-called viruses came out at the beginning of 2020, man. It's kind of funny, and I'm not a conspiracy dude, but just to be real, man, you don't think that's kind of funny to you, man? It's almost like basic common sense to me. I'm just being real.
I mean, when you look back through history, like you said, the powers that be, it ain't no conspiracy. It ain't like anybody with common sense, like you said, they've been playing God since they came into power. All kind of depopulation of antics that they pull, things like that. We can go as far as back with the AIDS virus, crack epidemic, heroin epidemic, what else? Any other type of epidemic. There's always a reason behind these things.
And also, I hate to cut you off, but the tables turn on these little epidemics that they so-called put out there. The tables are turning, but go ahead.
Yeah, and I actually lost my train of thought, King, but yeah, they've been trying to play God since the beginning of time. And anybody who has any kind of little logic or common sense should be able to see this. It's actually kind of hard to comprehend because now people are so much in a docile state to where we're almost like sheep. 85 to 90% of the population on the earth are like sheep. We believe everything that they put out on the media outlet. We believe everything that the government tells us, not knowing that these are the same people who've been lying to us and manipulating us and tricking us since the beginning of time. But we're so docile to we take information on face value. So when they run into, if you come across somebody like myself or yourself, brother, you crazy, or boss is crazy, or I'm crazy, because what we're saying is beyond their level of comprehension. So,
let me say this real quick to pick it back up what you said.
Go ahead.
You're exactly right. Like telling everybody, times is changing, because if you control the media, you control the narrative.
Exactly.
Now, everything that we're talking to right now through these phones is very important. So now, show the world, we can show the world what's really going on in America, because you can go to another country, like let's say Kaymoney from Canada.
Right.
You can go to that country, and certain people will look down on African Americans like we doing all the robbing, all the stealing, and every goddamn thing else around this motherfucker.
Right.
But now that you got the media, which is in your hand, which is your phone, you see a whole lot of different stuff, and it's a lie. because you got people that, let's say you got people that come from China and they look at us like we smell like shit. Like, oh yeah, African American guys ain't shit. We deadbeat baby daddies. We this, we that. We everything in the goddamn world. But now that we got these phones, these cell phones, man, and everything else, they very fucking important. Because now you can show the world, hey man, everything that they saying about us is a lie.
True,
you know?
True.
And that's,
it's a lie, but it's not to the extent that they put it out to the media.
Hey, I want to move to my next question while you're here. After this question, we respond. We're gonna play a little bit more music. We're gonna run into the 10:30 hour. Time frame. Now, of course, we just discussed all of the theories, or some of the theories, not all. But if it was, which it is man-made, do y'all think it is population control is what they're trying to do, or is it something else?
Of course.
I mean, it could be.
That's not even the theory.
Hold on one second. Hold on. Go ahead.
I think it is a population, but I also believe that there's a agenda involved that we may not know about, and we'll never know about it until it hits. Like that's why I say, we'll never know the truth about it, but it most definitely can be seen as a form of depopulation.
Hey, I just figured out. Hey, when I mute your mic, all the feedback stopped. So he finished. Go ahead. What's your response?
Yeah, you're 100% right. I really don't have a response on that because it is population control, and they've been doing that for a moment. And that's not no conspiracy theory, man. Because Magic Johnson had HIV for how long? Since the 80s. Just open your eyes, man. You can see it, man. It's not rocket scientists, man. You can see it. Not to throw my brother under the bus, but hey. What it is. You jump out in public and admit it, and you ain't dead yet. So it is what it is, man. There's no
to piggyback off what he's saying. Who's going to create something and not have a cure for it?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because one of my loved ones may get it. So if one of my don't worry about it, I got you. We're gonna get you taken care of. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
so
right.
A lot of times these epidemics and pandemics people that it's not intended for. That's what the cure is. So that's what the cure is. So I mean, it's like my man said, rocket scientists, but as I stated, we've just become so docile as a people. We want to close our eyes to certain facts that's right in our face.
All right, so what we're gonna do now, man, we're gonna get into some music real quick, and then we'll be back. Yo, what's up?
Let's say one more thing. I'm gonna say this right here. This for Phanesse. Since he's talking about research anti-neoblastomes. It was a doctor that came out of Houston. He was curing cancer. The FDA was going after him for 10 years. They gave this man life in prison. It's called anti-neoblastomes. You can pull it up. They had the family that he took care of in court crying to the judges saying that this man cured cancer for their kids and everything, and they still locked him up. That's all I got to say. Anti-neoblastomes. Everyone that's listening, look it up.
I'm a definite matter of fact. I'm actually putting on my phone now, so I can look it up once I get to the house. I'm gonna definitely look into that, man. I'm gonna definitely look into that, King.
Appreciate that knowledge. All right, we're gonna get into some music here. Appreciate the homie Weezy Wee for stopping through. I'm gonna go ahead and get into some more music, then we'll be right back with my last segment. So check this jam out, man. Check this jam out. This is what we definitely need right about now.
We need better days.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. You definitely right. I don't know what the hell happened, but my goddamn speaker ain't on no damn more. I know that much. Y'all bear with me 1 second. He said we need better days. I know that right. I don't know why my damn speaker turned off on a nigga, but hey, We ain't gonna let that stop, man. But this is called Unity 2019, man. Y'all check it out.
Body to be global. And we're in Paris.
Stop killing each other, we brothers. Protect the women like your mother. Let's invest in the children, we got people that we love, even when it's hard. Unity means you and me. Unity means you and me. Unity means you and I together. Self-love is the best love.
Had a lot of time to think about a lot of shit that we do to each other. Why do I be for my brother? I should be telling my brother I love. We in position to make us a come up. We doing this music that give us a winner. And coming together, nobody can run us. And fight through the night all the way to the sun up. We taking so many L's. New residents for the blacks is in jail. It's not a secret, I know you can see it. And while we are beefing, they watching us fail. Rap for my people, don't rap for myself. I wish you believe it, the truth I do tell. Tell me the reason that we seem to fail. The blacks are not helping themselves. You should be fed up, my nigga. When you gon' get up, my nigga? We at the start of this shit. Now when the fuck are they ending us, nigga? The brother of both were forgiven. Our people got mad and a lot was offended. Well, tell me, my nigga, what meeting you gon' be attending? That's what we wanna know, nigga. We wanna know.
Stop killing each other, we brothers. Protect the women like your mother. Let's invest in the children, we got people that we love, even when it's hard. Unity means you and me. Unity means you and me. Unity means you and I together. Self-love is the best love.
I would do music with anybody. All of my bodies to change. If you really think about it, every goal, they should be the same. We want the money, of course, no doubt. That's why we came in the game. Some want the fame, but I want respect on my name, and that is my aim. How many years I've been speaking this? How many years I've been teaching this? I'm not a preacher, and if I don't speak it, then nobody gonna believe in us. Why you think I never gave it up? Why do you think that they playing us? City not big enough, that's why they giving up. That's why they say that we pitiful. Look at the talent, my nigga. Our city is filled with some of the illest. Fuck competition, division is bigger. Let's come together, say fuck the division. If we can do that, they can't fuck with a nigga. They left with no choice, now they stuck with a nigga. A lot of you niggas came up with a nigga, but now you don't fuck with a nigga.
Stop killing each other, we brothers. Protect the women like your mother. Let's invest in the children, we got people that we love, even when it's hard. Unity means you and me. Unity means you and me. Unity means you and I together. Self-love is the best love.
So that was Unity 2019, man. Kaymoney probably done dropped the link in there for y'all to check it out, man. That definitely on Spotify, YouTube, all the platforms all over the goddamn world. Like I stated earlier before we went into that song, I got one more question. I know we're gonna go over a little bit, but that's fine. For the homie in regards to the coronavirus, and this is the one that really scares a lot of people. Martial law. We talked about it being man-made, and it actually probably was created because of population control. But then you also hear, and a lot of my followers and subscribers talk about that they have family members that's in the service, and they told us to watch out because martial law is coming. What do you think about that, man?
Yeah, just look at everything that's going on around us right now. That's what they're setting you up for. That's what they're setting you up for as far as with these curfews and being in the house and you can't be out at a certain time, or they don't want you out. Because the thing with martial law is, and this is just my belief, you can't just throw something on a mass group of people, because people are going to rebel. It's going to be an uproar. It's going to be a revolution. So what we have to do is we have to condition you for it. And that's all it did. To me, if it's going to happen, all these state of emergencies and sheltering plans, they're conditioning you.
So you think this is like
for
a
martial,
practice?
yeah, for martial law.
And
That's what they're conditioning.
If I'm not mistaken, B1 could have been B1, it could have been Ghost. We talked about that. I think it was you, B1. He said this is like practice. You never know, they could be practicing to set us up and to prepare us for martial law. So hey, makes sense.
When you think about it, like for instance, if they was just to have a loudspeaker right now, because at the same time, in order to impute martial law, they have to be ready on their end too.
Most definitely.
They have to have their resources together, their personnel together, their code of conduct, everybody on the same page. This, that, and it ain't nothing that they can just get on a loudspeaker and be like, okay, it's martial law. It doesn't necessarily work like that. So the whole time, you know, if we're just talking about theories, the whole time while they're ushering in these sheltering programs and things like that in all these states, it could be time for them using that time to get their resources together and things together, just in case we do have to impute this martial law. But that's all they're doing. And if it's going to happen, everything that they're doing now is conditioning you for the martial law to take place.
Most definitely, most definitely. I just want to go back to some comments that I missed. Definitely want to definitely include everybody's ideas and their thoughts. Of course, Legend, I read your comment prior to this, but then he stated it's damage control. Motherfuckers think they slick. And then Pam stated, I agree with you, Legend. She said they think they slick, but some of us are very welcoming to the slickness. I know that's right. I know that's right. And then Weezy said, in every disease besides this one, it's funny how it all comes from Africa, right? You talked about that while you was on live.
The crazy part is a lot of people don't even understand there's no cases of the coronavirus in Africa.
Hey, you know what? Man, B1 he actually sent me a link where there was 10, I think it was 10 people from China who caught a flight over there to Africa, and they paid, I guess, someone in their customs so they would not be quarantined.
Yeah.
And you know what they were trying to do, right? And guess what? He took the money. So now, if you start seeing cases in Africa, you know why. You know why. So that's crazy that you brought that up, because we haven't heard any, but don't be surprised if we start hearing something. Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, a lot of people got to realize what's the number one resourceful continent on the planet. So Africa. we don't need, you know what I'm saying? The whole world don't need nothing getting shut down in Africa. You feel me?
For real.
Those are just the facts. I say, man, there's a lot of misinformation out there. And as I stated earlier, man, fear is the number one control mechanism in the universe. Like I said, I think it's close to like 200, and the last time I checked, like close to 250,000 coronavirus cases.
Oh, it hit over 1 million.
Oh, okay. So yeah. I'm a little behind.
Yeah, it hit 1 million, I believe, yesterday.
And I think the last time I checked, like I said, I don't know the new numbers. It was like 7,000 deaths, but it was also like 12,000 people that had to recover from it.
Yeah.
So this is not like that. Like I said, it's certain information, as B1 was saying earlier, they control the media outlets, people. Yeah. So they controlling the narrative. They controlling what's being, and a lot of the people who are recovering from it are recovering naturally from it.
Exactly.
So
exactly. They don't tell you that.
They're not gonna tell you that. They're gonna keep imputing this fear in you while y'all can walk around looking silly with these masks on. I don't even talk about. I'm not gonna even talk about that dude.
Don't do it to him. Hey, I done had my mask on.
You better have no mask on.
Hey, man, I had me a mask on, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Man. I had me a mask on. Hey, call me sleep, call me gullible. I don't give a damn. I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I look at things as better safe than sorry, regardless if my thoughts are anywhere near yours where I feel like you're gonna be fine. But at the same time, man, just these people ain't dying for no reason. These people ain't dying for no reason.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But I say that it's like, my thing is, as far as with not to detour from the actual topic at hand, but we all believe in God. I don't know everybody's concept of how they believe in God, but God is the author of all, right? He's the creator of all. So if it's meant for you to get it, you're gonna get it regardless, right?
Yeah.
If we just putting that out there in the atmosphere,
But
I don't care if you walk around in a biohazard suit. If it's meant for you to get it, then you're gonna get it.
But what if it wasn't? And you know we live by free will. So you just go jump on top of a patient in the hospital and get it. But it wasn't meant for you to get it. But you caused yourself. That was your choice. You know what I'm saying?
And not because you can say that for another podcast. If that's the case, God being the author of everything, that contradicts your free will, then, right?
Okay, elaborate.
Yeah.
Elaborate. Now, how would that?
If he controls everything, everything that you do, then that contradicts your free will, right?
How? Because think about it. Now, let me make sure.
That means somebody is pulling your strings. It's no different than a puppet.
So if I make, let's just say I made a decision to go help the hospital.
Okay.
Because they need help, you know what I'm saying? And I choose not to put a mask on.
Okay.
That was a choice. And I came in.
God already knew you was going to do that if he was the author, right?
Hold on. Now, I know where you going with that because I asked that same question. But think about it. If God knows all, he sees all, how would that be? That wouldn't be a nice God to have your life already predetermined. That takes away free will, right?
That's the point that we saying the same thing.
It's free will.
So God, and you can say this for another podcast. I know we're running short on time. A lot of people, and I'm gonna say this, and we can leave it alone. We can do it on another podcast on a later date. We actually need to talk about the concept of God and redefine this overall concept that we have of God. Because as you just stated, I actually struggle with that with myself. You know me personally.
Right.
I don't believe in religion and all of that.
There's no such thing.
But there's no way in the world that God can be who and what they say he is, and he sit up and allow all this stuff to happen. I can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? So I think people need to start reshaping and redefining their concept. We're gonna talk about
that. We definitely gonna get on that on the different podcast.
That's a topic.
Most definitely, because I would mind chatting with you about that. Let me just check these last few comments, and I just want to touch on one other topic that's really near and dear to my heart. I was already here, and I lost it. Let's see. The Truth Forum had a question. And by the way, Go Beats Mode, what's up, man? Welcome to the podcast, man. I'm glad you came through, man. I'm assuming you make beats. If you do, leave your link, man. I'm gonna check you out, bro. But the Truth Forum, YJ states, my next question is, are the locations of the towers public information? And can parallels be drawn in corona cases and the location of these towers? That's a good goddamn question. I don't think the 5G towers is public information. I think you could actually, if you can spot one, I mean, you can see it.
It's not public information, but I think when they launched them, the first one that was known about that they launched was in Wuhan, China, which coincidentally happened to be the first place of the coronavirus. I think because I don't want to put any misinformation out there, they launched one in California and New York, all your major cities that, you know what I mean? But I don't want to put any, I think I read that somewhere. I'm not sure. I know the first 5G tower was launched in Wuhan, China.
That's a good damn question, YG. I appreciate that. Well, I'm gonna look into that. Because I'm not 100% sure, so I'm not gonna answer.
And a lot of those towers, if you actually think, because I was looking at something, I forgot where I got a link from. It's not actual towers like towers that they actually look like small surveillance cameras that they just place them on. Place them on like power lines and things like that. So of course they could be installing them and we not know. You know what I mean?
Miss Pam, she said she just looked something up. She said Belinda Gates, she went to Johns Hopkins School. That's very interesting because, of course, you know, we were discussing earlier about the laboratory where coronavirus was created, and I stated that the doctor that I seen go live stated it was created in Johns Hopkins science laboratory. So that's very interesting, being at the fact that they patented the name of the coronavirus back in 2016. So appreciate you bringing that up. And then Kaymoney states the army is already ready in a lot of cities right now. And she states that martial law is already here. I don't think it, well, it could be. You know, Kaymoney is actually in Canada. She lives in Canada. And it could be in some places, and we might not know.
I mean, because with anything, as far as if we're talking like military or governmental, as you stated, you got to have a trial run. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a trial run because you can't just. What's the current population of the world, or I'm gonna just say the United States?
I think it's like 200 to 300 million.
Okay, I can promise you we don't have that many soldiers. You know what I'm saying? So it like.
But doesn't that include them?
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Exactly. So yeah, you know what I mean. So we gotta shoot a test run at this thing before we. You know what I'm saying?
All right, that drop jewels on y'all.
Because we can't just. That's like going to war. Somebody holding a AK-47 at you with a 100-round clip, and you got that little 25 with 6 bullets. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I say if Trump was to come over a loudspeaker right now and just say martial law, people will rebel. People are already rebelling in California by not wanting to stay in their houses. So what does that tell you? We got to implement these small little tactics and antics, and we just gonna condition you. We're gonna condition you. So if we do have to drop the bomb on you, you're gonna be like sheep. We just gonna herd you right on in.
Pam say that's what they're waiting for, people to rebel against martial law so they can start killing us. And man, that's when shit start getting real, for real. Kaymoney, man, you talked about this too. Kaymoney says she don't think they're giving us a real number as far as how many people are actually infected, how many deaths we have. Of course, you know, there's a lot of tests that haven't came back, so I can agree with the number being not accurate. But what bothers me, and I don't know if it's true, I don't know if it's real, but are these numbers really growing this goddamn fast, man?
If you really think about it, we're just gonna use logic and we're gonna use simple math, right? They say, how did the coronavirus spread? Because you have to understand, you know, as we were saying earlier, who controls the media outlets on how we receive the information we receive? They're not gonna tell you the truth. Hey, Boss Blake, I'm trying to kill you. You know, they're not gonna tell you the truth. So that's why everything is like in theory. But let's just look at logic. This is what I mean by controlling the dots, because I mean connecting the dots. Because some people be like, I done heard reports where it's not airborne. Cool, whatever. I haven't looked into it. Okay, so let's just say if 300 people came from China with the coronavirus, right? Let's just say they docked at California. Okay, now where are coronavirus cases, right? They're everywhere right now. That means those 300 people would have to have traveled all these different places and infected X amount of many people. You see what I'm saying? So logically, it doesn't make sense. This is why I can kind of go for the 5G tower thing, or either that, the coronavirus is in something that everybody has access to, whether it be water, food, something. You know what I'm saying? Or it's airborne. Because if you think about it, let's go back to the AIDS virus.
It is, though. It is.
Let's go back to the AIDS virus. The first thing they gave us was what? It came from a green monkey. Okay, let's go with that theory. It came from a green monkey. So some human was fool enough to be in contact with a green monkey to get the AIDS virus. Now, where are AIDS virus cases at? Everywhere. How many people would that person that got in contact with the green monkey would have had to have sex with? You see, like when you start connecting the dots, it doesn't make sense. And the thing, I can understand why, if it is airborne, that they wouldn't put that information out there because people would panic. I can understand that. But it's either got to be airborne or it's in something that we all have access to.
That makes a lot of sense. And I definitely won't argue, and I can't argue with you. I'm going to go through the rest of these comments. And the last topic, I'm going to wait, but I definitely will touch a little bit on it. But I'm going to get through the rest of these comments because I definitely don't want to leave nobody out before we leave. Kaymoney states, hold on, I skipped one. Hello, Connie. Welcome to the live. Appreciate you for stopping through. Ms. Pam said the government controls what's being put out by the news, and they're only putting out what they want you to know.
Definitely.
Not the real truth. That's facts. Kaymoney states the creator helps those who help themselves. And she said she chose to wear a mask and gloves and stay woke at this time. Salute. You know what I'm saying? You're right, because that was a story.
She probably was in her own car too.
Nah, Kaymoney in the damn house with a broke leg, so she ain't going no damn well. But hey, I ain't gonna touch on that, but you're right. He helped those who help themselves.
Most definitely. But see, that's what I'm saying. That goes back to, you know what I'm saying, the concept of God. You know what I'm saying? That goes back to what is your overall concept of God? You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people believe that everything is already wrote out. But that's another.
Yeah. Cause hey, you finna make me go on now. Yeah. Legend say always ready to open Pandora's box. Pam, go ahead, Legend. Throw up Pandora's box. We want to hear your opinion. Legend, don't you do that shit. B1 say Phanesse is real. I'm loving this podcast.
Yeah, man. We gonna keep it.
I'm gonna give you his number, man.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it straight up and down like 6 o'clock on straight hand clock.
Appreciate that, Pam. Ms. Pam say you brothers are really full of knowledge tonight, and this is a good chat. Appreciate you. And this is what we got to do to help each other. You know what I'm saying?
HIV do make sense. People don't stop.
I haven't even got that far down. I haven't even got that damn far down in them chats. But yeah, let me get through these chats real quick. Rosalind Ramzur, welcome. Appreciate you for being here. Boss just watched your video on J4K. Who are you, buddy? Rewatch it. I'm gonna leave that alone because this ain't about J4K, but I'm definitely gonna come back and look at your comment because I don't know what you're talking about. J4K, the girl Kanika Jenkins.
Oh
yeah. I'm a part of that community, so I'm definitely gonna respond because the way that question started off, I definitely am interested in what you asking. Pam's, Rosin, I thought the same thing. One of the girls, okay, y'all on J4K. Hey, I don't want to touch on that. Y'all finna make me turn this thing to J4K, and we gotta go. But hey, I'm definitely not ignoring your comment. I will get to it, even if I have to comment under the damn video. So this would be one said, HIV do make sense. People don't stop fucking. Oh shit. I'll get you my email address, Rosalind. I'm very interested. I'm really serious about the J4K movement. But speaking of the J4K movement, I just want to touch on before we go. We have a young man here in my city named Ahmad. I won't mispronounce his name, but I think it's Ahmad Aubrey. He was just killed. I want to say damn near 2-3 weeks ago. And it was a case that is messed up. It's real fucked up, and I don't want to get into it because I can't talk about it very long. But if you look them up, you might see it. You might not. Go to my my Facebook page, and you'll see the links. If I have to come back and share the links on my community wall, I will. But I am going to help get justice for this man because he was killed. And they can't justify it. He was killed by a former, the son of a former police officer. And the way it was done, they took the law in their own hand because they was getting robberies in their neighborhood, and they just assumed because he was running in the neighborhood that he just committed one. And they was bothered. They followed the man with shotguns. It was almost like
kind of like they chased him down.
Yeah, pretty much. What was that movie with Samuel L. Jackson when the white man?
The Django.
No, the one with the white man on the back of the truck when they killed his daughter.
Oh,
Time to Kill.
Time to Kill. Yeah.
That's what it kind of was like. The dude was in the back of the truck with a shotgun, and they cut him off. He jumped off with a shotgun. You damn right, this man gonna fight you. But I ain't gonna get into it, man. Y'all look that up. I'm gonna share that link on my community wall. But I definitely want to say thank y'all for stopping through, man. I want to thank the homie Phanesse who came all the way from Jessup to holler at y'all, drop some knowledge.
Hey, can I say something on that?
Man, go ahead, man.
As far as just pertaining to that case, I seen the homie Kevin Smith, Kevlo.
Mm-hmm.
He made an interesting post, and I salute him for that. All the so-called local rappers, entertainers, people who have some type of respect and platform attached to their name. Where are y'all as far as speaking on this particular matter? And I'm gonna be honest, man. Not just the city of Brunswick, but Jessup, Hinesville, Darien, St. Mary's. Everybody need to stand up on this.
And you know what?
Everybody need to stand up on this because it could happen in your community.
I put my right hand to God. I didn't see that post, but it's been on my heart since it happened, and I've been doing my research. I'm definitely finna create a movement, and you know we got the J4K. I guess we're gonna call this some J4A because I just can't let this just get away. I can't let them get away with this, man. Because the simple fact, this could be your kid,
anybody.
Yeah, my kid.
It could be anybody. If ever it was a time to start banding together as a people, as a community, as far as with this particular case and what's going on as far as with this coronavirus, it's been overdue. It's been long overdue, people. It's been long overdue for us to come together. But if y'all don't have the insight and compassion and intelligence to want to come together now, then I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna take. But everybody need to stand up on that particular case because once you read the details of it, like my man Blake just said, that is very disturbing.
Yeah. And
whenever any human being, I don't care if it's you white, black, red, anybody could take the law in their own hands and it just gets swept under the rug. Nah, that's not kosher. It's not kosher at all. So condolences to the city of Brunswick. I didn't know the young brother. Condolences to his family, but everybody needs to stand up on that, man. Like for real.
Yeah, y'all listen to King music. That's King's best friend. Y'all know King. I play his music on here as well. But I'm glad Kev Lowe stood up and said something, but I definitely didn't see it. But you are absolutely right, homie. And big homie got you, homie. So hey, we gonna end the night and go to the jam one more time. Again, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. We gotta keep praying for better days.
If you can, man, follow me, man, on Facebook at Phanesse, Instagram at I am Phanesse, Twitter at I am Phanesse, SoundCloud, Phanesse, Spotify, everything, man. I'm telling you, man, I'm coming. I'm on everybody's head in the 912. Even my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been seeing what he been doing. And he know I pay attention to all the competition. And it's friendly competition between me and him. But I pay attention to everybody. Yeah. I'm coming. Like like I said, if you don't know me, I'm the best rapper you never heard of. I swear.
Go check him out, man. I told him he in my top two. It's him and King, and them boys battling for that #1 spot. But here's Better Days, man. Check it out, man.
Fast, hard times gon' come, but hard times.
Better days, man. Phanesse in the building.
You gotta stand fast, hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. No. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast, hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast, hard times gon' come, but hard times don't last. No. Waking up to the same struggle, still thankful to see another day. Smothered by these hard times, I'm just trying to find a way. Wish I could fly away. Man, that was dope. For 20 years, I'm trying to move.
My phone said it going on, boy. Like, hey, man. Dude, your homie dope. That's a dope platform. That's why we were phones with.
And you up many times. But I would like to talk to you when you get the chance to. Working a 9 to 5, I'd rather sell stuff. More money, more problems, I'd rather be broke.
So they can actually, is it like a live stream where they go back and do it right now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once it's over, can they go back and
It ain't going to
whatever opportunities come, you just gotta take. What's the game plan? Need a new forecast, tired of the rain, man. Tired of the pain, man. Been losing my whole life when I was game, man. Sam Cooke's been dead for 50 years, we still waiting on that change, man. So what's the game plan? Need a new forecast, tired of the rain, man. Tired of the pain, man. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No, little bitch got killed, that broke my heart in two. Questioning God, like what the world coming to. Look over 8 million spits, I know their mama heard it. Lord knows she the sweetest person. God, what's the purpose? I'm just trying to figure out, cause there's some things in the Bible that they lying about. Why we gotta struggle? Why we gotta hustle? What you gotta get us? Why we gotta suffer? Cops kill us in cold blood with no justice. They never chance the system get, they try to fuck us. Religion got us waiting on the rapture to experience heaven in the hereafter. While other races better strive, we out here striving just to keep surviving. Racism real, no matter how they try to hide it. It's making it plain sight, so they can't disguise it. Kids being molested, poverty rate high, inner cities congested. Real criminals getting off without being contested. Fighting for equal rights, cool niggas still protesting. We need a plan of action, don't want the whole pot. I just want a small fraction. Prayer means nothing if you ain't got the energy to back it. I ride through my city, see kids with no hope. If I could change one of their lives, that'd be so dope. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. Through the rain, you gotta stand fast. Hard times don't come, but hard times don't last. No.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all for stopping through, man. This has been Let's Rap. I'm Boss Man Blizzy. The homie Phanesse, man, came all the way from Jessup, man. Salute, man. Y'all go check out his page. Make sure you subscribe, man. God damn. Subscribe. Watch out for that corona. We gone, man. Y'all have a good night.